Alright, guys. Next zone, we're going to Meteor.
Woo!
Okay, so...
Okay.
There we go. Okay, so... Yeah, I had a Virtual Boy.
Uh-huh.
And that was when things got, like, really crazy. I think I was in 4th grade when the Virtual Boy came out. And my parents bought me one. And I had it. And I don't remember what game I had. I might be able to look it up later, but I seem to remember it was some sort of, like, flying game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was almost like a rail shooter. But I'm not really sure. But I would play it, and I would play it for, like, 20 minutes, and I would complain about headaches, because it would give me the most, like, splitting migraine headaches.
Is this the one that had, like, the red screen?
Yes, it was the one with the feet, and it had, like, the red goggles, and you, like, pushed your face into it, and there was a controller.
Okay.
And I remember I had it up on the dresser in my room, and I would stand there, like, pressing my face into the Virtual Boy, and it was awful, but it was so much fun. Oh my god. Did you ever try one?
I've never tried
one. It was horrible, but it was also really awesome at the same time, because it was actually 3D.
Oh, did it actually look 3D?
Yeah, it looked actually like 3D. Like, there was, like, depth and stuff to it. Like, I don't know if it was giving me a headache because I was, like, defocusing my eyes in order to see the 3D, or if it was just because it was, like, red and black, and, like, those were the only colors.
How old were you?
Oh, God. I was in 4th grade, so I was, like, what?
Like...
8?
9?
8, maybe 9. But I loved it. But my parents took it back. Because they were like, oh, it's giving him headaches, and everything like that. And
I think that was a common complaint, though.
It was a common complaint. And it's one of the reasons why it did not do well at all. I'm sure that if, like, it didn't give me headaches or, like, there wasn't any adverse, like, effects or anything like that, that I totally would have it. And we'd be on, like, Virtual Boy VR X or some crazy thing like that.
Well, VR was a big deal for a while. Do you remember there were, like, TV shows that had VR in them?
Oh, yeah, I remember. It was like a big thing. It was kind of like a natural progression from, like, the 3D of the 80s.
Right.
Like, you remember, like, the older rides when we were kids at, like, theme parks?
Right.
Where it was, like, 3D, you'd put on, like, the red and blue glasses and go in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and then there was, oh god, what was it called?
What?
Oh, it was the one in Disneyland with Michael Jackson.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Really?
No idea. Oh, no.
Oh my god, it was like Captain something.
Who's complaining?
Cats are fighting. Oh man, now it's bothering me.
Can I just say that this boss is awesome? This was always the coolest boss.
Oh, this is like the blade spinny one.
Oh, got me. Oh, I lost my shield.
Oh no.
It's fine.
The cats are being
bad?
aggressive. They're fighting.
Oh, I'm gonna have to kill her.
Oh, they're so gonna die.
Rest in peace, our cat.
Rest in pieces.
What are you doing?
Michael Jackson,
Disneyland.
Captain EO!
What the hell's that?
Oh my god, it was in like the mid-90s or something like that, and it was Michael Jackson 3D experience, and it was the first one where it was like the ones where it wasn't like the blue and white, it was like the newer style, like the gray, where it like alternates and stuff.
I still have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh man, it's so weird. But yeah, it was the first one where it was like 3D. See, these kind of glasses, is classic revamped, and oh my god, it was amazing. Whenever my family would go to Disneyland, I would love going to that, because it was like 3D was like this weird like thing, and then they came out with the 4D stuff where it would like it was the same 3D, but then they like added in like splashes and stuff like that.
Splashes.
Yeah, like they'd splash you like with water.
Oh,
or like hit you
like
with
there
air.
was like smells and things.
Yeah, there was like smells and stuff. Like,
there was one for like a Bug's Life or something like that.
Yeah, they had it for some really weird stuff. Like I think there was like an old like I want to say Transformers, but I know it's not Transformers. Something like Transformers. I can't remember. Anyways, yeah, they had one like that, and it would like when things would happen, it would like blow air in your face and stuff like that. So
I don't like that. It's very like I don't want them blowing things on my face.
it was really kind of like assaulting to like your senses. You're like, you know, it's like somebody just sneezed on your face. Oh, gross.
I know.
And actually, I think that was one of the jokes. Like something sneezed and you got hit by air and spray, and it was like, ew, gross. You know, you didn't just get sneezed on, but it felt like you did.
Yeah.
And it was very kind of like off-putting.
We paid for this.
Yeah, it's like I didn't pay to get like spit on. Gee, thanks,
or
guys.
did you?
No, I did not.
Are you sure?
No, not
You're
that.
not
kinky.
sure. Not the kinky.
But you know, it was like 3D is like
Look at this burb.
Freaking burb.
It gives you health rings.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember what you have to do to make it show up. But
well,
there are other things. There's like a whale later on.
Oh, I don't think I've ever seen that one.
Yeah, we're gonna see that in Sector Y.
Oh, okay. This is the hard boss.
It's not that hard.
This is the one that you always seem to have the most trouble with.
Not really.
Oh, actually, is this the one where the emulator would like give you like an extra frame or something like that, and you'd get hit by lasers in the emulation?
No. Are you talking about in Stage 3 when all the lasers coming out of the ship and I have my shield on?
No, it was like you would spin, but like you would still get hit by some of the lasers.
I don't remember that.
Okay.
I mean, it might be this next part because we see the same boss again.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. But anyways, yeah, this boss is really cool because it's very like mech. It's like first spaceship, then you know now it's like a landwalker and all kinds of stuff like that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's the Phantom, I think.
Yeah.
It's not the hardest boss for me, but it's definitely one of the coolest. I always remember it because it messed with me when I was young. Like, I had such a hard time, and this level scared me when I was little.
Yeah, because it's like, this stuff looks like super cheesy now, but back then, it's like, this was like real life. You know, this was like, hecka scary. Like, a lot of...
Change, thank you.
A lot of media back then was like, you know, looks terrible now, but back then it was like, it was a big deal.
Well, because, like, this was some of the more realistic stuff we had seen. So, by comparison, there was nothing better.
And it was super exhilarating because it was in 3D.
Yep.
You know, whereas before, it was like, you know, we were just basically running left to right.
Right.
Which was fun, but this was like, this was a whole other, like, immersive experience.
Freaking guy in my way. You can't kill him in this.
Oh, you can't kill him in this?
No.
Oh, I was like, oh, he's not taking any damage. What's going on?
Nope, you can shoot him as much as you want, and they
see.
just won't die. And I tried, these red ones always lag the game. Even emulated.
Yeah.
And they come up after you.
Well, I mean, it just goes to show that they were really, like, trying out lots of really cool stuff.
They
and,
were
like,
pushing it.
And they were really trying to push it. Like, I'm sure that they, like, a couple years later, they probably could have done, like, a better job to where it didn't. But that's, like, always how it goes with, like, consoles. Is, like, you have developers trying things out when the console first launches, and then they get better with it as time moves on.
Right.
So they sort of like they unlock the power because they figure out things about it. Like even just recently as the PS3, I remember how I was watching like an interview with some developers, and they were like, you know, this in the early days of the PS3, this wouldn't have been feasible, but you know, now that we've unlocked the power of the PS3, we can actually do like more stuff. And
That's
I was
pretty
like,
cool.
that's really cool. because it's like most people don't realize it, but the specialized systems and engineering and software writing that goes into any console is just absolutely mind-blowing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Microsoft tries to make it easier on themselves because they try and use components from Windows
Right.
in the Xbox One operating system, which makes things a little bit easier.
Well, they've already coded it. Why
Right,
not
they've
reuse
already
it?
coded it. They're not going. They don't really want to have to reinvent the wheel for multiple reasons. But like Sony and Nintendo, they have to write all of their software from scratch, and it's made specifically for their hardware,
Mm-hmm.
which is nice because it's becoming, the hardware is becoming more unified. Like they're moving over to more standard like architectures like x86 and more PC based kind of processors and chips, but it's still a very specialized hardware.
Yeah. Okay, so this is like the final stretch to the big boss.
Yeah, so
This is always a part when I was little, I would really be nervous at this point. I'm like,
oh my
God.
gosh, yeah, I had the same experience. Like my little tiny heart would be like pounding out of my throat because my jugular was working so hard at the final stages of like Sonic.
Whoa, God, what was that?
You're like, woo! You're like corkscrewing down. Show off.
Well, the frame rate suddenly increased, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, that was really weird. Everything started going really, really quickly. Oh no, it's Andros.
I mean, it's a face.
It's a face, I guess.
It doesn't really look like him.
Its
so
eyeballs shoot plates at you.
they call this telekinesis.
Yeah, I have no idea what's so telekinetic about it.
I mean, maybe he's moving them with his mind.
I
Please
think
don't
that's
hit
what
me.
it's supposed to be, but
It's they're just being very creative at this point. It doesn't really look quite like what they say it does.
yeah. But still, I mean, like,
That eye, okay.
it's okay. It's not perfect, but like this was crazy. I mean, this is the first, like, for some people, this is the first time they ever saw like a 3D face.
Ah,
Like, yeah, it's like 12 polygons.
it's okay. It's more than 12.
Okay, it's like 20 polygons, but still,
Okay, I'm gonna try to beat this first go.
nougat.
All right, so I used one bomb.
Yeah, one bomb. That's it.
Do you want to watch the credits this first time?
Yeah, we'll do it this first time.
Okay. Explosions. So cool. I remember my first time beating this.
Oh, I bet you were so excited.
I was like shaking because of how stressful the situation was for me.
Did you throw the controller
No.
in
No.
in triumph and declare this game your biatch?
My biatch? No, I was never really violent when I would play video games. Like, I never threw any controllers.
Yeah. No, that's what I did.
That's what you did.
I was just trying to see if we were like the same.
You're an
you know?
aggressive child.
Yeah.
No, I always took good care of my things.
I didn't technically throw the controller. I threw the entire console.
Oh.
I didn't pick it up. It was sitting on. We had one of those big box projection TVs, like the ones that were like 5.5 feet tall,
Okay.
and my console was sitting on top of it,
Mm-hmm.
and it had like literally like a 4-foot cable. And I got so excited, started jumping up and down and flailing my controller all over the place, and I yanked the console off the top of the TV,
Oh.
and it fell.
Fucking dumbass.
Yeah.
Look at that stage 2.
Oh, 95%.
Jesus. If I had gotten 100 there, I'd be 100%.
Oh, God. That means you're going to be 500 points off.
This is the worst.
59,500. Average score, 99%.
Oh.
Wah, 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 wah.
Yeah, it was rusty. I'm warmed up now.
It's like ridiculous. You missed like probably like what, one enemy somewhere.
I think I missed like 3 enemies when there were It was on the asteroid stage, and there were a bunch of those like red ball things that shoot fireballs at you. I think I pretty much ignored a few of them. I don't know why I did that, but I did.
It's because we were distracted.
You talking in my ear.
Oh yeah, that's just totally my fault. I take full responsibility. So, this is the attack carrier. He's got a missile blaster. And he's huge.
We're gonna be seeing him again.
Oh yeah, it will be seeing him again.
And this
actually, quite a few of these we'll actually see again because there's this. There's the last one. There's this one.
Right.
This is the Rock Crusher. And then we also see the Phantom as well.
Do we see the Phantom?
I think we see the Phantom in the next game.
No, I don't think we see the Phantom anymore. We see this one again.
Okay.
I think. Yeah. So what is this? Atomic base.
Atomic base. I have no idea why this is an atomic base because it was in like a ship, wasn't it?
Yeah, maybe that's how they power their ship.
Maybe.
Did I blow up an atomic core?
Yes, you did, and somehow escaped the blast.
This thing is cool. The
looks like
boss.
a freaking spider.
I always got excited to fight this boss because I hate the meteor stage, but I love this boss. It's the coolest one, right?
I guess. I personally think this is the coolest one.
This is also the coolest. Multiple coolists. Fantron.
Fantron.
That's how you know it's a robot.
It's got Tron at the end.
Yep.
Tron was huge in the 80s. No, like seriously, like Tron was like my favorite movie when I was a kid.
And then it pulls this Transformer nonsense.
Yeah, totally. It's a Transformer.
Look,
it's like it's just like laser barrage.
Yep. And then is this Andros? Is this like a ship? Why is Andros so big?
I don't know, but yeah, it is Andros. ...
That's my reaction. ...
It uses telekinesis? ?
I never quite understood that one, but okay. And then they're gonna do the credits. Do you want to show them or skip this?
Well, people can skip it if they don't want to stand here with the credits. You know, we're gonna look at the executive producer is Hiroshi Yamauchi. Shigeru Miyamoto! Praise! And then, like, Katsuya Gucci. So, like, basically we're just gonna, like, look at all these people, because we want to point out those guys that we were talking about in the beginning. To show you guys that we're totally, like, not crazy. Dylan Cuthbert, there he is. Giles Goodard and Krister Wombell.
Yeah, I don't follow them.
Okay. Anyways, but yeah, they were part of an American studio that helped Nintendo with the game.
There's like this big interview with Dylan talking about how Nintendo really screwed them over as a company and during the development of this. And it made me kind of feel like, oh, Nintendo, why? Why would you do this? Koji
Kondo! Which is interesting, because he's a very, very well-known music producer, but he did not do the music for Star Fox. This Hajime Hirasawa did the music.
Yep.
He did the sound effects.
Well, actually, the sound effects are really good.
Argonaut Software.
Yeah.
That's the name of the studio.
Yep.
So, these are the people who worked on the Super FX Ben Cheese. You follow him on Twitter, right?
I might.
I think you follow him on Twitter.
I follow a lot of people on Twitter, so it's hard to remember.
But I recognize his name, Ben Cheese. Because really, how awesome of a name is Ben Cheese? Like, seriously. You're like, hey, Ben, delicious last name.
No, what? What are you saying?
I have no idea. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Like, nobody's going to sit here with us through the credits.
If you're sitting here through the credits with us, we should put a hashtag. What should they say?
Oh. Hashtag secret
cheese.
Ending.
No, hashtag cheese.
Cheese, yeah, hashtag cheese. On Twitter. Like, if you actually sat here and watched this video and you sat with us to the end, hashtag tease at Kiger LP on Twitter. And you can also make fun of Bear for his score.
Don't make fun of my score.
Alright, it's the end. Alright, thanks guys. Bye.
Bye. You're such an asshole.
Sorry.